What is Foretell? 702.141. So this one's a little weird at first glance, but it's not too complicated or anything. I'll explain as we discuss what is Foretell. So here's how Foretell works. At any time during your turn, you can pay 2 mana of any kind. Once you do, you exile a card with Foretell from your hand face down. You can then cast that card for its Foretell cost on a later turn. Right off the bat, 2 important things to note. First, the exiling part. This is a special action, like playing a land or morphing something, so your opponent can't respond to you exiling the card. Once the card is exiled face down, you can still look at it if you need a reminder of what it does. You also need to track the order in which you foretell cards, mostly for your opponent's sake. If there's cards or effects that interact with exiled foretell cards, knowing the order in which the cards were foretold can be important. Also, if the game ends, either for everyone or just for you, and you still have foretell cards face down in exile, you have to reveal the cards to prove that they did indeed have foretell and you aren't being a big old cheaty face. Second, you can't cast the card on the same turn you foretell it, and you have to obey normal timing restrictions for the card once you can cast it. So if it's an instant or a creature with flash, you can cast it on your opponent's turn right after the turn you exiled it with foretell. If it's a normal creature or a sorcery, for example, you have to wait until at least your next turn to cast it from exile. You can also always cast a card with foretell normally from your hand if you want the effect immediately. Some cards will give you an extra effect if you cast it for its foretell cost, but a lot of the cards mostly just let you pay the mana cost in installments. So in the end, this is a tricksy mechanic that puts some tension on your opponent, has a lot of weird and interesting strategic implications, and occasionally gives you a little extra value. And that's what Foretell is.